Since it is March Madness, NCAA tournament, of course, the big story, we've decided to get into something that kind of gets put on the back burner quite a bit here in our East Texas area. That is high school basketball. The state of high school hoops here in East Texas. Got an esteemed panel here. Bill Coates from ESPN East Texas.
I wouldn't go that far.
Bill Coates from ESPN East Texas. Glad to have you here. You've been doing games here for a long time. Chris Perry, you're marking your 10th anniversary covering East Texas sports.
10 years. 10 years.
You guys are getting old here. Chris, let's start with you. You cover a lot of Lee stuff, Robert E. Lee, the beat. Where is high school basketball at here in 2014, in your mind?
Well, I think that when you're looking at a team concept, I think that high school basketball in East Texas can produce state champions. They can produce teams that have gone to the state tournament, with White Oak winning state, with other teams. But I don't know if it's producing Division I talent. I mean, we were talking a little while ago. Damian James is the only person I can remember as a Division I off the top of my head.
That's when Armin Kirkland from Robert E. Lee had a good run. There have been some others. Jaron and Justin Johnson from John Tyler. We haven't had the blue chip. For somebody we're thinking about right now, let's say a Patrick Mahomes for basketball.
Yeah,
we haven't had anybody like that around here in quite some time. I think we've got some of the best coaches in Texas here, and the games are fun. The competition is great, but we haven't had the superstar basketball player in East Texas in a while. It's all about AAU basketball now at that level. It's a market. You have to be seen. A college coach can fly into DFW. If you look at the rankings of the top best players in Texas, Chris, they're all from Dallas, the Metroplex, Houston, some from San Antonio. Almost all of them are from the big cities. And a college coach, let's say you're Mike Krzyzewski, and you fly into Texas and you want to look at some Texas players. You can fly to DFW Airport, and within 25 miles, you can see all you need to see right in the area. Part of it's logistics. They just don't ever get out here. In one Saturday, they don't get out here, and we don't have enough AAU teams in this area that play big-time basketball to get these kids a good look.
And I understand. When I moved here 7 years ago, I knew where I was going. High school football dominates, and I love that. It's one of my favorite times of the year. But growing up in a small town in Arkansas, all we had was basketball, and hey, that's what I grew up with, so I'm a little bit partial to it. You mentioned White Oaks and Tatum's, even the little Laneville school. They're good every single year, and I'm proud of them. But when you look at the White Houses, John Tyler's, Robert E. Lee's, you mentioned this, Chris. You get to the regionals, you run into a roadblock.
Well, it's Dallas. And honestly, when you're looking at 4A schools too, they can have a good run, but as soon as they reach Metroplex, the party's over.